Yay! It's December 13. We've made it halfway to Christmas. I'm Geraldine. This is my channel about cross stitch, knitting, crafting, mostly cross stitch. And I am on Instagram. I go by GerXstitches, GER_GERX Stitches on Instagram. And yeah, I've been working on the Evertote Leo and Roxy Floss Co. Modern Folk Embroidery Holiday Countdown Collaboration Sal, and also knitting a mystery gnome with Imagine Landscapes. So it's time to open packages. Today I just have the Evertote package to open. There's no package to go along with the Loopy U, from the Loopy U for today's clue for the gnome. And so I will insert that video here. Okay, it's time to open day 13's package, but first we'll take a quick look at my progress from day 12. So day 12 was shortbread. I was able to get in all the stitches down here on this last bottom band, and then I hope I got the counting right down here to get these diamonds in shortbread as well. So I'm excited to see how we fill in with day 13 today. So here's the day 13 package. Ooh, got a sneak of the color here. I just want to make sure I pull this out without showing anything. So here's my pattern. And here is the floss color. And I am here for it. It is pretty true today. I got a good looking color on camera today. It is called 'Tis the Season. And it's like this, it's green, but it's just got like a little bit of tealy green in it, and it's gorgeous. Guessing it goes down here if we're gonna mirror what the needle minder looks like. Oops, it's upside down. So I'm guessing that where this darker teal color is going to be our stitching today. Let's see. Yes. And then that teal border, so we do fill in, there's a little bit over here on the edges around this bigger central motif with the bigger motif inside. And then there is like a final border band down here with this color. And then it looks like leaves, maybe? I'm not really sure, but the green will come up from some of these, from like one side of some of these triangles as we go through there. So so we'll be working in both spots again today. Still not a crazy amount of stitching, probably a little more than yesterday, but it's pretty concentrated, so there's not like a lot of like, there's not an over crazy amount of like picking up and starting again. It's time for another song. Head over to my YouTube channel at Modern Folk Embroidery to listen to today's offering. So that's our Christmas cracker for today. This color is gorgeous. All right, I also was able to complete the knitting clue 6, so this was day 11's clue. I did not weave in my ends, they're all on the inside here. It does have an asterisk, so I worked late last night. It was after midnight, but I was super close, and I had like all these strings from changing colors, and my balls were all like knotted from that, and so I didn't really want to put it down. I've done this stitch before. It's make one left, where you actually like knit into the loop that's like between the two stitches. I did it wrong, I'm pretty sure, because all of my make ones have a hole, except for the one that I think I might have did the right way accidentally, which is, I thought I had one like over here. It's not quite as obvious. Anyways, so I think my asterisk is I think I want to do it again. I mean, it's fine. I think, you know, once I got the ends woven in and stuff, it would be okay, but it's just a little messier than I would like. So assuming we don't have a big knitting clue today, I think I might want to consider re-knitting this. I don't really honestly think it took a ton of yarn. So in the past when we knit gnome hat, and I have no idea what this is. I looked on the forums last night. People have guesses, but no one really knows. Some people think it's like sort of a, let me show you the right side, sort of a funny shaped gnome hat. Could it be a bag, a sack of some kind? There's all sorts of, a tea bag. I don't know if it's a tea bag. There's all sorts of ideas. But anyways, I think there's a little bit more opportunity to kind of get this a little cleaner. I'm pretty sure I'm going to reknit it, but it's also fine as it is this week, especially if I blocked it. But I don't know, those holes are bothering me, especially not knowing like what it's for. If it's something that's like really instrumental to the piece, it's going to bother me that it's got those holes in it. So these colors actually go really well together. It's kind of fun. Okay, I'm off to work and I will check in quick when I get back. I am in love with 'Tis the Season. That color, it's like the perfect greeny teal. I love it. So I don't have a clue, or I'm sorry, I don't have a knitting clue from Imagine Landscapes today. It was a story, continuing the story of the gnomes getting ready. They were baking in the kitchen today, which gives me time to restitch my mystery, whatever it is. The jury's still out. And so I do have like exactly five rows in, and I just remember that because it's 3 rows and then like one color. So I have 5 rows in, 21, there's less than 30 rows, so maybe 21-ish. I don't know why 26 rows stands out in my head to go. And then of course my Evertote, what I can't wait to get at because I'm in love with this floss. Yesterday, I've been thinking about for a while, doing a Stitch With Me little segment. I thought about it yesterday, but like shortbread was fun. I like the tone on tone. It was not the thread to use to do a Stitch With Me. I was barely able to see it. I had to turn my light up pretty high to be able to see it, and make sure that I was in the right places. But I think this color would lend really well to that. So fingers crossed that tomorrow I will be able to show you some of my stitching from tonight and give you a little bit of an idea of how I stitch in hand. And then I wanted to insert here just a little video. I have 4 pairs of scissors that I grabbed, including my Cohanas, not sponsored, just to give you an idea of how they may be cut, better or worse or whatever. Again, like I'll say this in the video, but like, do you, but if you're curious about how they cut, I can't tell you if they're worth the money because I'm not you and I don't know your whole life situation and all of those things. So I won't tell you like, yes, you should buy a pair or no, you shouldn't. I just thought it would be helpful to have information. It's something that I would have enjoyed watching as I was trying to decide if I, wanted to splurge on them or not. And I'm glad that I did. For me, that was a great choice. And I enjoy using them every day. I pick them up and they bring me joy with my stitching, which is what this is all about. So in that video, you will see that I have kitted up all of my Leo and Roxy floss for my Christmas Eve new start. These 2 are the same color. I don't want to be misleading. And I go through them in the video. And with my Panettone, and I am starting Hibernation Day by Heartstring Samplery. All right, so I am kitting up Heartstring Samplery's Hibernation Day. This is going to be, I think, my New Year's Eve start. We'll see. So here's my 40 count Panettone. That's my special cut for Hibernation Day from Roxy Floss Co. And then these are all of my threads. So when I went to the Evertote open house, the very first one back in November, Caroline kitted this up for me. She was just finalizing her colors, and she talks about that in some of her Floss Tube videos about, like, she picked a really light color of the Pantone that they had so that she could, like, make sure that the snow stood out how she wanted it to and those kinds of things. So the colors that we have are asparagus, chocolate ganache, merlot. This is like a beautiful, slightly variegated, deep red Christmas color. Cinnamon, caramel, and then legendary. It's like an off-white color. It's great. So I've been needing to kit this up. I've been waiting for my Stacy's Stitches Creative Studio floss winder. This is my 16-inch floss winder. So when I wind my floss on this, I get 36 length. I've been finding on smaller count, on 40 count linen, it's been getting a little long for me sometimes. So I wanted to try out the 12-inch. So this should give me 24-inch. So I wanted to use it for this project because it will be my next one that I kit, and I've got quite a few that I need to kit up relatively soon. So I wanted to try stitching with this length before I kit up a bunch of projects. So I'm filming, the main purpose of filming right now is to show you a few different scissors that I have and how they cut. So I have my Cohanas. I need to look this brand up. I got it at my local needle workshop. It was about $15 for this pair. These were a pair of scissors. I don't think they're like branded, but they came in my in a Black Needle Society box. And then this pair of stork scissors was like in a 3 or 5 pack from Amazon for probably $15 or $20 for all of them. And so so my disclaimer is I'm not sponsored by any of these people. I recently got my Cohanas after wondering if they were worth the money. And then I saw I saw reference to one review that I didn't actually get to see. I couldn't find the video for, that said they weren't worth their money, that they weren't holding up. I have been using my Cohanas pretty much exclusively since I've gotten them, and I love them. Like the feel and they're just so smooth, and there's satisfaction in the way that they open and close, and they slice through even this big chunk of floss like butter. So I thought it would be fun to just show you kind of how all of these scissors perform. There's no right or wrong answer. All of these scissors will cut your floss. How close they can get to the fabric, right, is going to be determined by the tips. These are a little bit thicker as compared to, so is these Cohana tips. They're just a lot more flush. But these ones are really pretty thin too. Oh, and they have the brand. Oh, these are the Scott Designs is who makes these. So these are nice scissors too. Okay, so we're gonna, just because I have a bunch of floss to cut, I thought this would be a really great opportunity to kind of see and hear the differences. So let's do my bargain Amazon scissors. I have been very good about only using these on floss. So I haven't been cutting paper or anything with them, and I would recommend that for any of your scissors. But okay, so here are the stork scissors. They cut, I don't know how to describe it. It's just not there's a lot of friction there, if that makes sense. It's not a smooth cut. The floss at the end of the day gets cut. Everything's fine. It's down for this purpose. I usually do this on the couch, so you don't need to lay the winder down to do this part. Okay, so these are my Black Needle Society. I feel like, I don't know if I've seen these other places either. They don't have a brand on them. I think they're kind of like a no name. I don't know for sure. Okay, here we go. So to me, like the tactile feel of that was very similar to the last pair. Okay, so scissor number 3 to cut my Merlot are the Kilmscott designs. I actually have another pair of these that I got from the Black Needle Society. They're adorable. They're like about this length. They're not as this wide. They're about this length, but they're black stork-shaped scissors with the little tiny blade on them. They're adorable. Okay, so here's the Kilmscott designs. Again, this I'm gonna have to pick up because the width of these handles is a little much to cut it on a flat surface. Those ones I think were about the same, maybe a little bit more friction or more power to the cut from my hand strength. And I think that is just because, my assumption is because I've got smaller blades as compared to these. Go, and it is time for the Cohanas. They came with this cute little tassel. This scissor fob I just got yesterday. This came with my Fox and Rabbit exclusive from the Homespun Needlework Facebook group from the Stitching Shop. I have it close by. It's this pattern. I don't believe you can get this anymore. The exclusive is over. But it came with classic colorworks and weeks, which I wasn't super excited about the weeks, but it is what it is. It came with the white clay, the scissor fob, and then these Fox and Rabbit. These are really nice floss cards. They're like playing card material. They're really nice. I think they might just be laminated on the front, not on the back, because like you could write on these. So they're like cardstocky, like nice cardstock on the back, but like this is really like almost has like a plastic coat on it. They're super nice. And then they are labeled with each color that is in the pattern, which is really fun. They came on this small binder clip or binder ring. I had to use it to put these on my scissors because the scissor handles are a bit too wide for the lobster clasp to go on. So, and I think the Mini McBean scissor fobs, that's what they use, are these little binder clasps to hold them on. So that's a very new addition. Oh, okay. Right. I got distracted. That's pretty par for the course. Oh, so wrapped, you can see like some nice variegation in the floss. It's fun. Okay, here we go. So here's the Cohanas. So you could, it was a lot more silent. It just was like a smoother cut, I felt like. Granted, the more, you know, you're going to have a little bit of jumping, and I did with all of these because you're cutting through multiple layers of floss at once. So yeah, whether that matters, whether that's worth the money to you or not, like that's really up to you. I'm not going to tell you absolutely you need a pair of Cohanas. I am not going to tell you that absolutely they're the dumbest thing and they're a waste of money. Like, to each their own. Do what is within your abilities and what makes sense for you, and you know what matches your preferences, and like that's all you can really do. But I hope that was helpful, to kind of give you an idea. You know, of course they're expensive, so I wouldn't say buy a million of these. If you're the kind of stitcher who you think you can use, pretty much keep to having a few pairs that you use all the time and you love, these might make sense for you. They're really a great experience. If not, like these are all very affordable options, and they all cut floss. And so I know when I first started out, I had scissors in every bag, and in fact, I still do because I haven't gone through my whips and taken them out, but I have been consistently using these ones because I enjoy them so much, and because I've been, moving towards having a case with different things in it, or with all my things in it. So yeah. I have been really enjoying the stitch along. There are colors that have been coming that I think of I think of other patterns. So for example, there's a new Erica Michaels pattern, and it's like Christmas countdown. I think it says December, and it has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has like all the dates, and it's in like different colors, greens and reds. I think it would look great with those colors. It would be really easy floss conversion to just pick up some of those and grab them and go, just as an example. So I'm glad the way that I set it up the way that I did, so that I could like have those all together and reference them to grab to do different Christmas projects. So okay, enough for today. I hope you have a great evening. Happy stitching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.